Say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. First and foremost, I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders who rule with a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akims in the four corners of the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Alright, I just want to do a little commentary on this article. Let's run into, right, and to show that a day that is born of a woman is of a few day. You understand? That's roughly paraphrasing, right? Mean that day that is risen by a woman, right? The scripture also says, "Menstruous woman shall bring forth monsters," and these women not fit, to raise no child on their own. These women, in the society, give them power to do these things, to be independent, that they don't need no man so they can raise a child, and they did a horrible job. Look at these men today, how they soft and effeminate, and they have the attribute of the mother, the effeminate spirit, the emotional spirit, right? So this is what Amber Rose saying, right? Amber Rose is fine with her 5-year-old coursing at home, so why is anyone else mad, right? So a child is 5 year old that using rude speech, because this is just rude speech, right? Using the F word, it's just rude speech. But a child not supposed to be speaking rude at the age of 5, right? He not supposed to be taught like that. But we expect from a mentorous woman, a woman who promoting slut walk, you know, we expect from a woman like that. She mind is defiled, right? You understand? She mind is defiled, right? It said, how young is too young to be saying coarse words? First and foremost, where the child learn them words from? Because a baby is a sponge, and they look up to their father and their mother, and everything that they see that they do and they say, they follow, they regurgitate. You understand these things? So these women, these Israelite women out there, they are not fit to raise no child on their own. They need to be under the supervision of a man. You understand? A man that is in his right mind, and an Israelite man of that. Right? So they say, how young is too young to be saying coarse words? So like I said, this is rude speech, because coarse is a bodily harm thing. Right? So this is just rude speech. It's a model and activist Amber Rose spark a bit of debate with our answer, revealing our son can curse in our home because it is not a big deal to her, because this woman is a menstruous woman. She might defile. She don't see nothing is wrong with her, because she can't stop using the words in the home, and that's why the child learned that, right? You understand? Right? It's it's the thing is, her son Sabian, right, is only 5, and too many people that is still a bit too young to be saying, for example, the F word, right? Um, he said, kid like the chorus, the celeb mom exclusively told us weekly about allowing her child to cuss. I tell him when it is appropriate and not to say it at school. So this child don't have the control. The child don't have the discipline within himself, because he's still a child. You understand? He's still a child, and he would use it. You know, he don't have the ability to know when to use it and when not to use it, because this is a child. You understand? So this woman, these women out of their mind. You understand? This is why you men, you Israelite men, you know that as an Israelite, to wake up to the fact that you're Israelite. Hey, take care of your children, take care of your sons and your daughter. You understand? Teach them. Teach your sons and your daughters. Right? It's it's a it's a, I tell him when it is appropriate and not to say it at school. That is it. Ambrose also revealed that Sabian pick up the use of the N word from his father, rapper Wiz Khalifa, and that she does not approve of his saying, and she does not approve of his saying it. I tell him I rather you say fuck. Right? So that's all I can read on it. Right? Yes, son. So you know they already this young child mind already poisoned from both parents. Right? You understand? But you know how you gonna allow your son, how you gonna allow the mother of your son to allow your 5 year old child to use what rude speech? You understand? That's totally out of order, right? Rude speech, right? Let me get some precept because this is totally out. You understand? These women not fit to raise no child out, right? You understand? So instead you stop me from saying the word nigger, you're gonna hear it all over because your father's a rapper and your father using the word nigger. Nigger is a low life, right? That's what nigger is, right? A low life. You understand? A child don't need to be using rude speech at the age of 5, right? Let me get some precept, right? Let me get this 2 precept and close off. You know, yeah, these women ain't fit. That's why our men today they don't dress. The ass wearing the pants out the waist. You know, they can't deal with facts. They can't stand up and reason as men. You know, they have this attitude and this the attribute of the mother. It, right? Let me get this in Job, right? This is Job chapter 14, verse 1. Job chapter 14, verse 1. He said, man, Salakia, he said, man that is born of a woman is of few days and full of trouble. So a man that is raised of a woman, right? You understand? A man that is brought up by a woman is of a few days and full of trouble. And this is where we see these men out, these young men out there, they know they have no discipline, they're rude, they're out of order, they don't know how to respect the elders, they don't know how to speak to the elders, because these attitudes they have is from their mother. Because a woman don't respect shaman, she don't know how to speak to shaman, she don't know these things. So as she menstruous ways rub off on the young man or the young lady that come up on she, right? You understand? You understand? So you gotta train up in the child in the way that you should go. Training up in the way that you go. Right? Second Ezra chapter 5 verse 8. He said, there shall confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often sent in, and the wild beasts and menstruous women monsters. Right? These menstruous mean a woman she unclean. That means she mind defiled. You understand? She mind unclean. She ain't fit to raise no child by herself. She need to be under supervision of your man, under righteous man. Right? That's what she need to be under. Right? These women not fit to do that. Right? Um, chapter 3, verse 9. So that here. chapter 3, verse 9, he said, "For the blessing of the Father established the house, the mother rooted out the foundation." So the blessing of the Father established the house of the children, but the curse of the mother rooted out the foundation. You understand? So the fathers will establish the house. That's why the scripture said, "Train up a child in the way that he should go." Right? You understand? This we gotta do. Right? Train up the child in the way that he should go. Right? You understand? Right? Let me find this precept. Salakia. Right? Yeah, so you understand? And this was going out of our people, right? You know, ignorant about is where the slut walk, you know, and the scripture say, "You daughter of Israel not supposed to be no hoes," right? And Amorose is an Israelite. And the scripture said the daughter of Israel not supposed to be no whores, and these women got slut walk. You understand? These women totally out there. You see these Babylonian women, these 20th century women, you Israelites, you are totally out of order. You understand? Totally out of order. Because the serpent give you power to what? To and the power you are going to destroy yourself. Right? This is Proverbs 22:6. He said, "Train up he should go, and he will not depart from it." For the last statutes and commandments of Yahweh. You understand? If I be not supposed to speak as a child, right? You're not supposed to use your rude speech as a man. You understand? You're supposed to speak as a child, right? So people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You understand? They are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Right? Let me get this one in First Corinthians, right? So like Corinthians 13 and 11. First Corinthians chapter 13 verse 11. He said, "When I was a child, I speak as a child," and that's how we gotta speak. When is a child gotta speak as a child. You can't allow your child to use rude speech. You gotta put a child in his place. No place. He said, this is First Corinthians 13:11. "When I was a child, I speak as a child. I understand as a child. I thought as a child, but when I made a childish things, I teach a children the correct way. And no women, these are not fit to raise a child on their own. They need to be under supervision. They need to be under a man of